Matt Rife just made one of the most jaw-dropping purchases in the paranormal world, and the news hit like a lightning strike across fans of the supernatural. If you're even remotely into haunted artifacts, chilling true stories, or legendary ghost hunters, then buckle in. You'll want to stay through every second of this because what Matt just did may change the paranormal world forever. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss what's coming. Next in this unbelievable story. On August 1st, stand-up comedian Matt Rife took to social media with an announcement no one expected. He revealed that he had officially become one of the new owners of the infamous Ed and Lorraine Warren's home and occult museum. Yes, the very house tied to some of the most spine-tingling stories in the world, including the terrifying tales that inspired The Conjuring, Annabelle, and Amityville horror films. Standing next to fellow paranormal enthusiast Elton Cast, Matt dropped the news in a short but packed video that immediately blew up across the internet. Matt didn't just tease fans with vague details. He laid it all out. He and Elton now have full ownership of the house itself, and more importantly, they are the legal guardians of over 750 paranormal artifacts stored within the museum. These are not just any items, they include the actual Annabelle doll, one of the most feared haunted objects in history. The doll is currently on tour, but once it returns, it will take its place again among the other infamous relics collected by the Warrens during their decades of investigating the paranormal. This house isn't just an old building tucked away in the woods. It's one of the most legendary locations in supernatural history. Every hallway, room, and artifact inside holds a chilling story tied to real cases documented by Ed and Lorraine themselves. Matt and Elton are now the official caretakers of these chilling pieces of history, stepping into a role that few ever imagined they'd be part of. The plan isn't to lock the doors and keep it all hidden away. Matt and Elton have bigger plans. They intend to open the doors to the public. Fans of the paranormal, thrill seekers, or anyone curious about the world beyond the living will soon be able to visit the house and museum in person. You'll be able to book a night or even a weekend to walk through the same rooms where some of the most terrifying objects in existence are stored. You'll be able to investigate the haunted energy of the house itself, while standing inches from real items tied to chilling, well-documented supernatural encounters. Matt also made sure to clarify the legal status of the museum's contents. He and Elton do not own the items outright, but they are now officially responsible for their preservation and security for the next 5 years. They are legally recognized as the guardians of everything that once belonged to Ed and Lorraine Warren's vast collection. That includes everything from haunted mirrors to possessed toys to demonically cursed relics. One item, of course, stands out above the rest. The Annabelle doll, easily the most talked about item in the museum, is currently traveling as part of the Devils on the Run tour. But things took a dark and unexpected turn just weeks ago. On July 13th, Dan Riviera, the man responsible for handling the doll on tour, was found dead in a hotel room in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. According to local police and as reported by Protoday.com, the 54-year-old's death was not considered suspicious, and the doll itself was not present in the room at the time he was found. Despite that, the internet immediately exploded with theories. Many fans began linking Dan Riviera's death to the alleged supernatural power connected to Annabelle. The idea of the doll being responsible for unexplained deaths has been circulating for decades, and this new event added fresh fuel to the long-standing fire. Even though police ruled out any foul play and insisted the doll was nowhere near the scene, rumors and speculation continue to swirl, especially among longtime believers in the doll's deadly energy. Annabelle has always carried an aura of fear and fascination. Locked in a glass case and surrounded by prayers, the doll has been at the center of warnings, documentaries, and movies for years. And now, it's part of Matt Rife and Elton Cast's world. Once the tour ends and Annabelle returns to the museum, it will join the rest of the terrifying collection under Matt and Elton's direct care. This entire development has sent a shock through the paranormal community. Ed and Lorraine Warren are considered pioneers in the space, having spent their entire lives investigating claims of ghosts, demons, and haunted possessions. They were involved in some of the most famous supernatural cases in history. Their home was not just a place to live, it was a headquarters of everything they stood for. Now, that legacy is being passed down to an entirely new generation, and Matt Rife is at the center of it. The purchase wasn't a gimmick. It wasn't a prank. It's real. Matt and Elton now walk the same halls Ed and Lorraine once walked. They now sit in rooms surrounded by items tied to possessions, curses, and exorcisms. They now stand face to face with the same items that inspired some of the darkest stories ever told. It's a surreal and chilling turn of events that no one saw coming. What happens next is something fans will be watching closely. The reopening of the house, the return of Annabelle, and the opportunity for the public to witness all of it in person is something no one thought would happen again. And with social media at their fingertips, Matt and Elton are already beginning to give followers a glimpse into the mysterious world they've stepped into. The story doesn't end here. It's only the beginning. And as more people prepare to visit the infamous Warren Museum under its new leadership, the energy surrounding the house is bound to stir up even more questions and stories. What secrets lie within those walls? What new experiences will unfold as the artifacts awaken once again to a new era of caretakers? One thing's for sure, the past has found a way to reach into the present, and Matt Rife is now a permanent part of that terrifying timeline. If you want to follow this wild and eerie journey, be sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. This is only the start of what could be the most intense paranormal revival in decades.